have it.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, the new Nashville Cats.
Nashville Cats, yeah.
Yeah, they were at this. They won the Grammy that year.
Right.
We were up there. I was nominated for a Grammy that year. Didn't win.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was for a while. I was petrified to have to walk up there. Then when Eric Johnson got it, Howard Thompson, this is the... So he said, "You've got to win a Grammy this year." Shit, this record ain't gonna win no Grammy. That's horse shit too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad.
The people, you know, I met a lot of people that vote on that. I mean, anybody could join that, I suppose, and for $25. And you get to vote in every category, so, like, if guitar instrumental, and you don't know anything about guitar stuff, you're going to put down the name that you've heard of, you know, like Eric Johnson, all that stuff. Well, they say, "Oh, I heard of him. I'll just write that down." That's what these people told me. It's what they do. So it's like lobby. They lobby people,
Right.
you know, for Grammy votes.
That's all.
I'm going to put on my boots and we're going to go walking around.
You can put on his boots here.
Yeah, because I'm too short and fat anyway. If I put them shoes on, I'll look even worse.
So like getting an award is one way, obviously, to curry the favor of these record execs.
Well, it sells records.
Yeah.
Damn. But, you know, even having a nomination's almost as good as winning one.
Right.
So, that kind of stuff don't mean nothing to me. I just want to make some money and retire. Have another?
No, that's
You just drank a beer and you don't want another smoke? Here.
I had about half a beer. I need to. Wish it didn't have to be on TV then. Why did you schedule to shoot this thing with Danny Gatton tomorrow when you got the whole week off? And I said, I don't have the whole week off. And he said, yeah, you do. You sent in for it a couple weeks ago. So anyway, I got the
That's
week
cool.
off.
Let me pull this thing out in the sun.
No deadlines. Hey, why don't you turn it off so we can get a shot of you turn it off and turn it on.
You want me to drive it down the driveway or something?
The
last one. Satisfied Mind. That's my favorite song on there. It's the old Porter Wagner song. Let me see. I'm making you a dupe. Wasn't I? Let me see where I was at. Huh? Did that make it all the way through? No, it didn't.
Who's that singing?
I have no idea. It's something I'm erasing. I'll have to do this song all over again.
What county is this?
Charles? Oh, yeah? There's a strange sound. So you never heard spaceships and Bill Haley music before. Look what I wrote on there. Looks like I got 3 dicks. Can't show that. I wish. Don't I wish? Here now. Oops. Well, I saw that. You might not. We're talking about some groupies. platinum. The last one did a couple of times.
So what kind of a deal do you get on that? Do you
It's a
royalty
session
situation?
fee. I did it cheap just to get on it. See, it's getting work done.
Hold it up. Take a look at it. Hold it up. What year is that?
It's a 68. The neck and the body are a 68. The pot's 1927. And the belt buckle on here goes back to the Civil War, so I'm told. That's got some good heritage.
Civil War belt?
Yeah, JB got that. I sold this banjo to him once and he got that buckle. I don't know that it's a military buckle, but it's a real antique. I'm sorry for all this mess.
No.
You should have seen it 2 days ago. Nightmare trying to file all this junk, figure out where it goes. I mean, those file cabinets over there are full of tapes too. I don't even know what I have anymore. Finding all kind of gems. Elvira. Do I like Elvira?
Jeez, I have fantasies about it.
Me too. That's my fantasy girl right there.
Yeah. You and me and about 20 million other people.
Yep. It's kind of like Honky Tonk.
No, I meant this,
the sign.
Telemaster. Was that something Electra did for you, or did
No, I had to come up with some kind of a name. Somebody made me master of the Telecaster one time. I think Pete Kennedy had given me this logo that some girl, I don't even know who it was, drew it up. I mean, it's obviously copied off the World War II airplanes. But then I found out, I think it's Albert Collins is the master of the Telecaster. So I went, ooh, I didn't know that. So I had shortened it up. The blues player from Chicago. Master of the Telecaster, supposedly. So can't have two masters. Not like that, so I'll be the Telly master.
Let's, we walk this way somewhere over here towards one of the cars. Let's go over here and just roll.
Should I turn that down?
Music's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. All right. Just go where you're going to tell them where you're going to go and tell me.
I'm going to walk around the other side of that car and explain to you what's in it.
All right. Say when. Go ahead. Go.
Oh!
Is this
You want to try that again? You have to do take two?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So what?
So this is a 32 Ford Coupe. First one I ever chopped the top on. And I used to drive this thing every day when it was stock.
Is that right?
Yep. And
How fast will this car go when it was?
well, when it was stock, I don't know.
How about with this engine in it? You got right.
Lord knows it's never been down the road with this engine.
What kind of an engine is that?
That's a 58 Chrysler 392, which is about 345 horsepower stock. And I'm not really going to modify it because it doesn't need it. I just have this hot rod stuff on there because it looks good. Look like the dashboard in this car. Get a picture of this. It took me 40 hours to make this dashboard. It's
That's beautiful.
engine turned stainless steel. You know, put the little swirls on there on the drill press.
Yeah. You did that all yourself?
I stood at the drill press one day for something like 19 hours straight. Like 19 hours doing the swirls on that dash because I'd never done that before. And I figured out how to do it, and I did it again the next day over again in about 9 hours. So that's a handmade piece. That's kind of like the old Duesenbergs had I mean, virtually everything on this car is handmade. The frame, I mean, it looks bad now because it's sat out in the barn when we moved down here and it got rusty, but it's never been out before. But it's got a Jaguar rear end and an automatic transmission, but it's basically, it's being built to be an early 50s authentic type street rod except for the rear. Now, a friend of mine's got one like this.
You ever run this engine?
When I bought it, yeah, I heard it run. The cover on the front of this new record, the record's called Cruise In, I should say Deuces. And there's a car like this on the cover, but it's a Roadster, a convertible. A friend of mine in California has. That's where I went out there to have the pictures taken, because this one wasn't running. And he's the guy that turned me on to putting a Hemi in a 32. I had a flathead in here, that 48 Merc motor over there. And I went for a ride in his car, and it was running bad, like really missing, and it was so fast you couldn't stand it. So I've never ridden in one that was running right yet, but his car like burned 10 gallons of gas going nowhere, and it would either go fast or wouldn't run at all because he had one of the carburetors was messed up.
I'm sure
But it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
No emissions test on that.
Nah, no inspection on antiques.
Is that right? Ah,
Nobody could figure out how to do it.
great.
So this thing hadn't been touched in years. The last one I ever worked on much was that panel truck there. Me and Jay spent about 3 months doing the frame and putting the engine in and all. Then I moved and had to take it apart.
This is numero uno, huh?
This is the prototype. This is number nothing. This is the one that was built as a copy of my 53, and it was butterscotch.
No, all right. And you had James Burton.
Yeah, with an Arrowhead I had him do that at the NAMM show 2 years ago. Seymour Duncan, that's a pickup manufacturer, is a real good friend of mine. And we're both into Indian archaeology.
What's the plaque here say?
Well, this has a lot of bits and pieces from other tellies on it. And the first telly, old one I ever had, was given to me in '71 by this guy, Bob Berman. So this plate was on the old 52. So I just put it on here, you know.
And the paw prints on the back.
Oh, there's a raccoon prints. I used to have pet coons. They're illegal, but if I ever find another one, I'm going to have one again. I don't care. My pet raccoons used to sleep in the bed just like having a dog or a cat. Just nice big fat neck.
You don't have a real low action on your guitars.
No,
Pretty
I can't
high.
play it low. To bend strings, it's got to be high. Yeah, I mean, it makes it a lot harder to play fast, but playing fast isn't as important as trying to get a tone.
And these are the diamond dots that you're talking
Yep,
about.
and one of them fell out last night. See, even I'm infallible.
I mean, this is one you put in yourself and it fell out?
It fell out. That's the first one that ever fell out of it, too, and I don't know how. I know why, because I refretted this thing about 2 months ago, and I had them all out and put them back in, and probably didn't get much glue in that slot. So that's the prototype. Let me turn this down. I'm having a tough time telling this stuff with that going on. That's the end of this side.
Mike's going to pick up your voice nice and clear.
All right, let me flip this over to side 2. Naturally, it's going to run right out in the middle of one of the songs because they're both not 60-minute tapes. But I think when I get to that song, I'll change it. Ah, here's a good shuffle.
What's this?
This is called So Good. This has got all that organ stuff in it. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, nothing like doing it wrong speed. Dummy. Alright, let's find that again and push the right button this time. That looks like the normal speed button. So, this one here is serial number 1. And they make them in butterscotch or gold. And this is kind of the color gold. It's not exactly right, but it's close. That's more the right color gold. Now they've got the color down right. And they got big knobs like broadcasters with a real big knurl on them. The bridge plates are made of stainless steel with a notch out there so you don't bust this little fingernail off when you're playing, so the flange is cut out. 22 frets. This particular